Alright, Josh, so some of you guys already know this, but I totaled my wife's car. Anyways, long story short, the Tesla Model X was totaled. Since I bought that car 2 years ago, Tesla prices has skyrocketed. It is insane. I don't know if it's the new norm. I don't know if EVs are just in demand because of gas prices and they might come down again. I don't know. But what I do know is I wasn't prepared to spend $110,000 for a Tesla Model X. So this is what we got. My wife loves it. There she go. So bought it used. I thought I got a pretty good deal on it. It's a nice car. And it's fast as shite. So this one is not like the standard Model 3. This is the performance. This thing goes 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. About 3.1 or something like that. Something crazy low. It's a little smaller than what we're used to. We like the Model X because of the size. It's a 6-seater. You're not gonna be able to carry like a bunch of people in here. This should hold her up till I'm ready to finally spend the money on the one she wants. Very fast car, very nice, clean, within a decent budget. There go my baby over there. Cleared out my garage, a lot of space there now. Pretty dope car. Full self-drive, so it's maxed out, it's fully loaded. All right, so now we're gonna head to the office, but you guys can see the glass all the way around, all the way back there. Nice car. And honestly, this will hold Justine up, but I might end up just getting her the Model X and taking this one for myself if we can find a good deal on the Model X. So I'll keep looking on the market for a decent deal. That way we can have the family car. And the one thing about this car, man, is because of gas prices, I'll save $300 a month just in gas. Right, my electricity bill go up 50 bucks, especially if you trickle charge, but I'll save $300 just in gas. So car payments are lower than the normal car payment. Usually with cars, you got the car payment and you got to pay for gas. This makes it an easier pill to swallow, you know what I mean? So we got Daniel's son. He has the blue one, but it's not the performance. So
it's not the performance.
This is the first time you drive one, a performance?
First time I drive a performance, yeah.
Holy shit. Oh my God. I was not ready.
that is pretty slick, dude. Holy smack.
Oh my gosh. You can't prepare for that.
Massive difference between the two.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You've driven mine, right?
Yeah, but I not on sport.
Always on chill.
Always on chill, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a totally different car, dude.
I don't even, I can't imagine what a Plaid is like. Throw up.
My car, it's not a Supra, right? It's not a 1800 horsepower Supra.
Yeah.
But the 1800 horsepower Supra was cool at 200 miles an hour.
Yeah.
This is cool. And, you know, the problem with the high horsepower Supras, you got to wait till the turbo kicks in.
Yeah.
The other thing is, you got all this crazy noise, right?
Yeah.
Which is cool when you want it.
Yeah.
Not cool when you don't.
You can't turn it off.
You can't turn that off.
Yeah.
This, like, we can have this conversation, bro. In the Supra, we'd be like yelling at each other. I mean,
yeah.
not really
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. But this is
fucking scary.
It's so sick.
Scary is what it is.
Test driving Basio's car. Yeah, he got a new car. Not a Ferrari.
Oh shit. He's talking to our EO, telling her I bought a Ferrari.
No, he didn't.
You should have kept it going. Freakishly fast.
Need a new booking app? I'm getting ready to launch one. It's called Pi Booking, and before we get ready to launch it, we want to give you, the barber, an opportunity to own a piece of the pie. So instead of going to venture capitalists and big private money, we decided to come to you, the barbers in the industry. So we set up a website, investinpibooking.com, where you can learn all about it and you can have an opportunity to own a piece of it. Link will be in the description. Go check it out, man.
Yo, so I want to give you guys some gems, some nuggets that I wish I would have known when I was working my way up as a barber. I think it's going to be super important to help you guys out. So one of the mistakes that I made early on was I bought a car before I bought this house. The reason why that was a problem was because there's a thing called debt to income, DTI. Right? The more debt that you have, the less home that you can afford. It's really weighted like favorably for the expense side. And what I mean by that is you could make 10 grand a month, but they're only going to let you get approved for, let's say, I'm just making this up, 40% of that income. So right away, you can't use 100% of your income to qualify for a home, because they say you can only qualify for 40% of your income. Now, once you've shown that 40% of your income, and say you pay taxes, you can show it on paper, they're then going to subtract any other expenses that show up on your credit report. So let's say you have $1,000 car payment, you want to ball out and buy a Hellcat or something because you felt like you could afford it, and you probably can. You know, you probably don't have a family, you probably don't have a lot of expenses, that's the only big expense you have. Cool, more power to you. Here's the problem. Now, let's say they were only approving you for $4,000 for a house, because that's 40% of 10. Now you gotta subtract that $1,000 car payment. So now you can only afford a $3,000 house. But let's say you got student loans, let's say you got credit cards, let's say you have, your rent's another $1,000. Let's say that's $2,500 in expenses that you have every single month. And maybe they don't count rent, but you guys get what I'm saying. You would subtract that, and now you can only afford a $1,500 mortgage, which in this market here in Florida, good luck. You know what I'm saying? So you always buy a car after you buy your house, and it's a house that you're gonna be in long term, right? Unless you feel like you could increase your income a bunch, then it's not that much of an issue, right? If you're making $20K a month, that solves a lot of your problems, right? Because now it doesn't matter if you have 2 car payments. There's the first tip. The second tip is your credit score matters, okay? I know people who pay more for their car note than I do on this car, and it was half the price. So your credit score really, really matters, because those interest rates can be insane when it comes to cars. But my credit score was 829. I could get the best rate at any bank, given the situation, given that it's the car that banks want to give a loan on. So make sure your credit is amazing, bro. Like, look, this is what I'm gonna tell you. I know it could be scary, the whole building your credit score up, and people are like, nah, I'll just buy the car because the car will help me fix my credit. No, the hell it won't, right? Like, don't take that advice. It makes no sense to get into a terrible car payment with a bunch of debt because people are telling you you'll fix your credit that way, when there's a lot more low-hanging fruit you can take care of, right? And there's other ways of building your credit that doesn't require you to get a 20% interest car note, right? So don't listen to that terrible advice. Go get educated on fixing your credit. Learn how to do it. It's not going to take that long. It just takes a little bit of effort. The same way you learn how to cut hair through YouTube, you can learn how to fix your credit. Do that. Make that a priority so that you can get better terms on your vehicle. Another thing that is a very popular, like TikTok or reel that people be sharing and regurgitating is, buy your cars with business credit. This is how you do it. Here's the problem with that. And here's something that they don't mention. The moment you put your car under your business, now your business is liable to car accidents. Most people separate their business from their personal entity because they want to avoid liabilities. You get in a car accident, people want to sue you. Now it's attached to your business, which is your moneymaker and your biggest asset. They can go after that. You don't want that liability on your business, right? People don't talk about that. And make sure you speak to a CPA or an accountant before you take my advice, just a disclaimer. But not just that, people don't bring up how much more expensive commercial insurance is for your vehicle as opposed to personal insurance, right? Like with a Tesla, you can get insurance through Tesla for really, really cheap. With a Chevy, you can get insurance through Chevy for really, really cheap. Do your research, but people don't bring those things up. So it can cost you a lot more to put a car under your business than it does under your personal. But I will say this, the only time that I've seen that makes sense is if you've already purchased your car and you're trying to buy a home, the car you're underwater so you can't sell it. Moving it under your business would take that debt out of your personal name and might allow you to purchase that home if you couldn't qualify for it before. So those are some gems, those are some nuggets. This is stuff we teach our mentees in the mentorship program. And this is stuff that I've been giving this game for free for years. We're at almost 1,000 YouTube videos now. There's a lot of gems in there. One of the things I was telling Georgie is, man, we got so much content, almost 1,000 videos worth of content. Let's just start doing some TikToks and Reels and just snatching them out of the content that we already have. Because even though there's a lot of people that love the YouTube channel, they can get that bite-sized content, and then maybe that'll motivate them to come get these real nuggets. Get caught up to speed with the channel that's full of gems, and start tuning in to the channel, because we're gonna keep dropping heat like this, bro. That tutorials are coming, more guest artists, guest barbers are gonna be on the channel. So I'm excited for the future of the channel, man. Hopefully you guys are excited as well. See you guys on the next video.